Okay, for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, my name is Kevin Chan. So I'm the author of the book BaZi Road to Success and also a consultant with the Joey Yap Consulting Group. So I've also appeared in several other different platforms, including TV like Bernama, radio station, Melody FM, a lot of expo like iProperty, Home Deck, and also Mastery Asia. So we will be talking about the month of June 2019, which is Geng Wu, metal horse. So take note, for combination, it will be combined with goat, and for clash, is clashing with rat. All right, so if you have a rat inside your chart anyway within your year, month, day, or also hour, then you are having a clash. If you're having a goat in your day, month, hour, or year, which is a combined. So let's talk a little bit about the auxiliary star, because it's very interesting. This month the horse have dragon virtue. So dragon virtue is quite a strong star to resolve issue. So which means that this month basically a lot of issue will resolve itself if you have a horse inside your chart. So general star, you can assume that like the king given you the the right to the army. So you can do a lot of things. So a lot of things if you want to do, which have to do with authority matter, to establish some authority, to increase your own authority, this is basically the month to do it. Is what we call a good power play month. So before you start, you need to print your BaZi chart. Okay, so you can go to the provided link to basically print it. So it's joeyyap.com BZ chart. Print your chart. And what we'll be using is your day master. So you look at the top circle one, that is the one that you will be looking at. The rest information inside your chart will not be discussed. All right, so let us go through the chart then. So we are looking at Jiawood. So again, a few things that I want to just set expectation here when you are looking at this month is that the GF from your year is being rooted by the horse. So the horse naturally already have a GF down there as a sub-chi. So whatever is on your year right now is being rooted, and it is also supported by the horse. So horse is the fire energy. Fire energy will basically grow into the earth. So your earth star right now become much stronger. So if you look at Jiawood, so Jiawood have a rooted penetrating direct wealth. So when you see that, which means that you have a bit of a financial advantage compared to other people. So with the 7K up on the top, it indicate your willingness to take risks. Okay, so have the courage to go and realize some opportunity that probably you already know is there, but you're just not daring enough to go and grab it. So this is the month for you to basically do it. So what you need to be cautioned is to be over aggressive. So you can see the month basically is a combination of 7 killing and also hurting officer. So both of these are very synonymous to risk. So when you are doing this, is that you are courageous. So just be careful of the people around you. They are not. So they may not be able to risk the same amount of thing that you are going through. So just be careful when you are doing it. Think for them. When you are doing anything, action that we are taking, explain, then only you take action. Explain means that you need to tell the people around you what are the risks. So let them choose if they want to follow you down the path. You don't make a decision for them in silence, and you're responsible for your own success. So you take the bold step, move ahead. Those that want to follow you will follow. So they know that what are they getting themselves into. That one is for the Jiawood. So Yiwood, the Yinwood counterpart. So the Yinwood counterpart, when you look at it, the one that is rooted right now is in direct wealth. And the month you're looking at direct officer and eating god. So these two is a very conservative star. So the direct officer and also eating god both are very conservative star. They are more into, let's look at the situation, let's take a look at what are the underlying rules and regulation is available, what other option is there, so they are more careful. So it is good for you to basically be an advisor this month. So because when you look at the situation, you are looking at it at a more protective manner to the situation. So what you need to be careful of is the rooted indirect wealth. So indirect wealth basically talk about easy win. So always when you look at indirect wealth is easy win. People like to associate indirect wealth with things like, winning a lottery, having windfall. It's just basically, unstable opportunity. So when things look very good, just you need to believe, right? When things are looking very good, it can sometimes be too good to be true. So just be careful of it. Follow rules, follow a path that's already been laid, but open to option. Don't close the door. So as long as you are within the rules and also regulation within the bound, no need to shut any door. Opportunity that come to you, basically you can take a look at them, pick the safest to act upon it, right? So that one is for your Yi wood. So we move on to Ping fire, so the Yang fire. So Yang fire is quite a good month if let's say that you are in a industry that require you to stand out. So it's very good for quick fame. So your rooted is hurting officer. So hurting officer is very natural in terms of wanting to get attention. So not too difficult about it, and then it is accompanied by indirect wealth. So easy to catch people attention. So you get easy opportunity come to you whereby you can easily get attention from people. So things that you want to be caution of is basically taking shortcut. So sometimes the path that you choose may not be sustainable. So you may end up in a situation whereby you feel empty on the fame that you basically get. So what you want to do is learn sustainability. So since fame is coming to you, you need to learn how to continue to generate fame and not just, get this one-time fame and then you don't know what actually happened. So learn how to sustain your fame. You can leverage on the fame, but don't get too carried away. So don't be too egoistic about the situation. So those are for your Ping fire. And then we're going to look at the Ting fire counterpart. So Ting fire, you are looking at monetization. So safe monetization, stable type of monetization. So the rooted one are eating God. So we always said that eating God basically produce wealth. So in Cantonese, 食神生財, they always say, and you already have the direct wealth star in the month already. So which means it's very easy for you to take your idea and basically monetize the idea. So you can understand, long term what work, what don't work. So you need to head towards the long term. So what you need to be cautious is how you share your information. You really need to understand that in our today world there are people who will exploit you. All right, so they are not all good fella out there. So be cautious of who you really call a friend. Okay, so when you share information, just be careful about it. All right, so make a firm plan. So your action is just to make a good plan. Then time for you to deploy to make the required foundation, any infrastructure that basically is required for you to go to your goal. This is the time for you to basically build it up. All right, so quite a good month. And if you're looking at now is the Yang Earth Day Master, the Wu Earth. Okay, so Wu Earth, your connected or your rooted energy is the raw wealth. And you also have your month, which is eating God and direct resource. So again, eating God, direct resource, both also are very what we call docile, nice energy. So they are not aggressive. So when you have any ideas, so e.g. you have a lot of ideas, and then when you're talking about raw wealth is always about leading people, collecting people together, leading them towards way. So you can use your idea to basically entice and also influence them to basically come to your side. So instead of letting them pull you, you need to learn how to use your idea to pull them towards your side. So what you need to be cautious of is that in wanting people to join your clan or wanting people to join your idea right now. Now, Rock Wealth like to do things easy, so let's not buy vote. Don't do that. All right. So you need a team that really wants your result. So you need to start to build the team that really wants your result. You need to know that you are really convincing people to join your team because they have the same objective, not because they want the monetary reward that you are basically giving them. Okay, so just need to be charming this month. Okay, charm is required for you to get the idea out in the open. Start getting an account. Later only filter the believer. Just get everybody together first. When there's time only you filter for who are the true believers. All right, so that's what you want to do. G Earth. Okay, so G Earth, you have your friend star, which is rooted, penetrating. So friend star always a good star to have around. It is non-threatening. And with your hurting officer on top, basically you are in a situation whereby whatever you say, people just support you. So it seems to be great, right? So it's great for you to get the idea out there. Everybody seems to believe you. Just be careful of blind leading the blind. So if you don't know what you are doing, you run into a risk of the mob may be pushing you around. So they also don't know where you're going. You also don't know where you're going. So let's not let ego drive your direction. So you need to have a little bit of direction first. So don't simply throw things out because you get support. Test water. All right. So what you want to do this time is test water. Let's not be too serious with the thing that you are doing first. Just test market. If it works, go ahead. So like people advise, when you test the depth of the water, don't put 2 feet into it. Have a little bit of reservation. So anyway, it's a fun month. All right. So Gung metal, we're gonna look at Gung metal. So Gung metal, what we put there, research and development. So take a look. The one that is rooted right now is basically resource star. So the resource star is rooted. So resource star always have to do with a lot of data, factual things. Those are the one that you look at it with friend star on top. Very easy to get feedback, very easy to get information from people. There's a lot of trust that is basically there. So when you ask for people for feedback, ask for things, right, it's very easy for them to basically just inform you the thing that you want. So what you need to be careful is, sometimes truth hurts. So let's not be dejected by what they are saying, and sometimes you do need the truth to excel and propel you forward. So be ready to eat the humble pie and take the feedback from people. So move ahead. Information is always just information until you apply it. So it's what you do with the information that basically count. So build on what you already have. Okay, so move on with it. Sin metal. Okay, so sin metal this month, when you look at it, so you look at all the combination of the thing. So rooted indirect resource with a rock wealth on top, with the month of 7 killing. These are all quite volatile type of energy. So you're talking about doing things real fast. It's like intuition come, you just grab onto it. So you may win in a lot of impromptu races because you just jump onto the result that you are looking for. You jump onto the opportunity that you're looking for. You are like lightning fast type of making a decision. So just be careful of being too impulsive. So again, those stars are all not very famous for being stable. Okay, so try not to bite your own tongue in the process. Okay, so limit your loss. So when you are in this sort of situation, limit your loss, which means that you need to know how much you are willing to lose. So before you start your journey, you need to put a stop sign somewhere, meaning that if you reach that bottom line, you are going to cut loss and stop doing the thing that you are basically doing. So you need to first tell yourself first, what are the bottom line or what are the maximum you are willing to lose by doing the things that you are doing. Okay. So rainwater personal favorite because I'm a rainwater. So this month is basically to be more observant of the situation. So direct officer is going to be the one that is rooted. So whenever you have your direct officer coming up, it means that there is already certain rules, regulation, boundary that is basically being set up. And you have your indirect resource. So indirect resource is a lot about observing the thing. So it's about intuition. Intuition means that you just observe the thing around. So so you can look at this that fire produce earth, and then produce metal. So it is basically kind of good flow that you are looking at this. So it does strengthen your knowledge when you follow a progression. Good for you to basically stand back and watch as things unfold. So what you don't want to do is, what rainwater like to do. Rainwater like to, just crash everything and, just go through the direction that they want to go. So let's not jump into conclusion, not everything is set on stone. So watch the process and without drawing any conclusion to it, just don't go ahead of what is being. So trust in rule. So people create rule, or rules are created because it brings good effect. So but it gives time for you to show the effect. So the lesson may well worth your weight if you are looking at this one. So be patient. This month is a month for you to be a bit more patient, not your normal type. So Kui water, last of it is the Kui water. So Kui water, you have a 7 killing as your rooted, and also a direct resource. So you have a direct resource with a 7 killing. This one is building, is that the things that you are doing or the things that you are showing people will become precedents as learning for other people. So that's why we put there show and tell. So it's time for you to show people what you want to do. So when you try to send a message, it's good for you to basically demonstrate it. So other will benefit from the knowledge that you are sending to them. Okay. So again, when you look at caution, be slightly careful of going too far. So again, 7 killing is very famous for the entire things called, I give no damn about what people are doing, I just want to reach my destination. So when you are trying to teach a lesson, trying to show people a lesson, or trying to let them learn something, is that let's not go too far away because you don't want to go into vengeance. So you are trying to teach people a lesson. You not try to put an end to the person. So you just remember you are demonstrating, right? So you are actually doing it. And if you're going too far, the person may not survive the education. So just imagine you throwing or pulling a person into the deep end of the swimming pool because you want to let the person learn how to swim. But then you overdo it, and then the person may just get drowned. So just be careful of that, not to do that. So when you are educating people, have good intention of education. So it's good for you to share this month. So when you teach people, so the entire process of actually teaching people, this is actually how you control a 7 killing. When you look at it, we use eating God to basically control 7 killing. Eating God is again a teaching star. So when you teach people, you also learn that the thing that you are basically doing, how is it? Does it fit? Does it not fit? So those are the ones that you want to take a look at. All right. So guys, those are the tips for this month. So thank you for watching all of this. So if you want to look at it, so it is at Joey Yap TV. So you can go down and you can search in the YouTube for Kevin Chan monthly forecast. So you put in the month, then you can find it. So receive some feedback that it is not coming up on Facebook. You can just search it in Joey Yap TV. Take about about few days for them to basically upload the video. So this video going to be a bit challenging because they need to cut, edit, and put things together. All right, so let's take a look at it. All right, so those are the ones for this month. So hopefully you all learn a little bit more about how to basically do a forecast. So let's take a look. Metal to start new career. Okay, so just take a few questions because our allotted time is basically almost off already. So let's take a look, right? So teach you how to basically do this. So now if you're looking at it, you tell me that, Keng Master, is it good for them to change career this month? In terms of changing career, you need to look at your career palace. It's always looking at the career palace. So two basic situations whereby changing career is viable, or you mean you got a push and pull factor. One is that your month is being clashed. So your month being clashed, it's not like you got a choice. You are being forced to make a change anyway, or you are dealing with combined. Okay, so you're dealing with combined situation. So combined situation means that things happen, you are more than willing to volunteer to basically make the change. So you take a look at these two situations when every time that you are asking for, should I change career, should I change not career? Any other situation whereby there are no combined, there are no clash, mean that there are no push-pull factor. So you are not incentivized to make such a change in your career. So you would basically take the lazy way out and don't bother about it. Okay, so Sharon, so Gengzi, clash horse, new career or job offer. So it's convenient to tell people there's a new career. So in actual sense, when your month is being clashed, just mean that your primary working directive is being changed. There can be a lot of scenario depending on what's the 10 god that is what's the 10 god that is being a clash away. So if let's say that it can be change of your boss. So you can see if your boss change, entire working style change, you need to adapt to the new working style. You may not be happy with it, so that's basically a clash. Or maybe you are in a team of people. Now the team of people basically disperse, they resign, go away, or new people get added in. Right now your team have to have a new working style. So you have to change your style to suit the new team. Not happy about it, those are the ones. Or maybe, your main clientele changed. So you were in charge of certain portfolio of clientele. Right now, your portfolio got changed by people. Now you have to adjust your working style, and also maybe your entire job scope got changed. So I don't know, you get transferred to another department, or you get transferred to a different place. So your job scope changed. So you need to know that your primary working profile basically change. So changing a job is basically boss change, colleague change, job task change, everything change. So that's just the ultimate change. So don't just every time see a clash inside your month mean that you have to change job. It doesn't mean just that situation happening forcing you to do a certain decision that you may not like. So you need to take a look at the situation. So the detail is with the 10 gods. All right. And still Sharon. Since is snake of month, not day master, not really relevant. Okay, let's have a look. Any more question down here? Start new career, new career, new career. All right, we got let's see. So again, guys, if you ask question, please use the red color ask question button because I can't really see which are chat, which are question. So Grey Water with Pigman. Is it need to be more humble when come to educating people? You need to be more humble if you're educating people in your company. Okay, so now you see when your month is a pig, the year is also a pig. We call this Grandu. Problem with Grandu, energy too high. So your energy level is basically very high. So it is very easy for people to target you. So you just imagine you're the the hottest element or hottest item in the room. So when people walk in, they can feel the heat. So they will always target you. So whatever you say, whatever you do, you better be a bit more careful, not to go overboard with it, because small thing or big thing that you're basically doing inside your company, people are paying attention to it. So which also means that it's easier for you to teach people. They have no choice to pay attention to you. Okay, so just that really you don't want to go overboard when the grand duke is there. So because if you fall, stumble, or you basically misstep, right, everybody will be looking at you. So you don't want those situation to happen on you. Okay, SY here, day master yin metal sin. Nobleman star horse. Okay, so what activity would you suggest to improve academic or learning ability? Just go out and find people to teach you. So nobleman star is just basically a star that carries knowledge that you are missing. So usually we use nobleman star to solve problems. So just need to think about it, right? Why do you have a problem? You have a problem because you lack the knowledge to solve the problem. That's all. Whatever problem that is out there today that you're going to facing, right, not unique. Somebody else has already gone through it. Somebody else has already fixed the problem. So you just need to go out, be a bit more humble, and of course you need to tell people what assistance that you require. So you basically find it. So if you're trying to learn something, right, just go and find the person that basically can teach you on that. That will be easy for you to basically find it. So one more, last one, Eileen. Day master, Ren day master. Okay, that's good. Day master is same as mine. Okay, with a red man. So red man again quite okay. I mean, right. So it's a grand duke month. It's grand duke month not as bad as a grand duke year, right? So again this year, but if you look at it, two of the red coming together with the year also is water. So you need to know water content is a bit high. So Ren Day Master with a strong rock wealth star coming up with you right now. Just make sure you don't simply throw money at people. You try to solve problem. Put it in a way, your competitive spirit or your need to win is basically being raised up. You want to be better than your peer group. Okay, sounds really nice, but just be careful if your peer group are so you'll be king of so. So no point doing that. But if your peer group are the elite one, then you would like to be king of the elite. So you need to check your own situation first before you do that. All right, guys. So this will be the session for this month. So a small announcement for you is that I will be starting a class whereby I will be leading it, which is called Destiny Revolution. So basically, we will be integrating the BaZi Feng Shui, date selection, and also achievement into one entry-level course for you all to put in. So for those of you who are still wondering whether I should start with BaZi, I should start with Feng Shui, or I should start with date selection, or start with achievement, this would be the course for you to go through every one of it at a level to solve your problem. So I will basically be using all of them to solve two major problems people is going through. One is for your career, which is mostly money related, and also for your relationship. So in terms of looking at consult, these are the two highest number of things that they basically ask. So just trying to help you all to solve this. So for you all who want to have more information on this, do contact Team Joey Yap. So they will send you the necessary information on the course and also the class. Guys, thank you very much, and just apologize for the disruption. Very sorry about the internet disruption, and really happy that most of you, I think all of you, stick around until this is finished. Thank you very much. All right, see you guys again next month. Bye bye.